Hello and welcome to another chapter of Anomaly, read by yours truly, Zack Miller, the author of Anomaly, How to Finally Stand Out from the Crowd, where I am reading the entire book in its entirety, chapter by chapter, originally on Facebook Live, and then redistributed in other places as well. Today we are on page 34, chapter 9, moving forward in part 1. Now, in part 2s and part 3s, it's not like we restart the chapters from 1 up. No, it just goes on. So I don't know why I've been saying that. But it's we're here, and it's chapter 9. So if you are looking forward, or if you want me to just keep reading, just be like, just say out loud, Zach, just read. Okay. Chapter 9, dig deep. This is what it looks like. Boom, boom. A lot of people like the short chapters, too. I do, too, because they're easier to read. And as someone who is not good at reading, it makes it so much easier to do any of this, which is what we all want, right? Here we go. Now that you have brought awareness to your brand, provided some free content, and done a follow-up with your prospect, it's time to dig deep. This is important because getting accurate information to analyze is critical, as you need to understand the problem your prospect has that you're trying to solve. You're also trying to find out if you're even the best fit to solve the problem. During your questioning and research, if you find that a relationship is not mutually beneficial or you can't solve their problem, don't leave them hanging. Refer them to someone who could be a great fit and even arrange an introduction. This goes a long way. See, I go off script there a little bit, and then I can't find it again. This goes a long way in the business world because it shows the prospect that you don't just want their business, but you genuinely want to help them. And when someone feels like you went above and beyond to help them, they will not forget that. You can guarantee that. There's a greater chance of them referring people to you in the future. Business is about networking and relationships, so build strong relationships. It's important, like importante. If you do find that you can provide a solution to the prospect's problem, then you're on to step 4 of your sales funnel. I actually right there was trying to think of what Spanish number 4 would be, and I couldn't. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. You're on to step 4 in the El Salesó funnel, which is probably ridiculous because that's not how Spanish goes. You don't just add an O to the end of it. Sorry. Understanding a prospect's needs or problems is critical to helping you prepare a pitch that produces the return you want, whether that be a sale, a subscriber, or whatever unit you're measuring. Remember, we want to make this stuff quantitative so that we can have some data points at a later point. In step 4, you're going to ask your prospect questions such as, anything keeping you up at night? Or what's one thing you want to do in your business? Or life, or whatever. The latter question is taking the time to learn about bucket list items of your prospect. It doesn't matter what their answer is. You can respond with, what's holding you back from doing X, Y, or Z? Not X, Y, Z, but X, Y, or Z. Whatever their answer is will provide enormous insights into how you can best service their needs. Let's take a quick poll. How many times do you think I say the word enormous in Anomaly, How to Finally Stand Out from the Crowd? I have no idea. That's why I asked you. So if you hear me say enormous again, just be like, boom, that's number 2 or 3 or 17. The key to step 4 is to really understand if the pain point is major or minor. Depending on your pricing, the higher the price, the higher the pain point needs to be. On a scale of 1 to 10, which is 1 to 10, if a problem costs 10 and its customer views it as a 1, what's the likelihood of them buying? Let's use an example of a red light coming on in your vehicle. You know, a little check engine light. What do? You call the mechanic and schedule an appointment to figure out what's wrong with your car. They give it a look-see and say that it's either the timing belt and it's going to cost $50, or it's an engine issue that's costing you $5,000. One of those is a much bigger issue than the other. A 100 times increase in price makes someone think about their answer significantly more. Unless money isn't an issue. But even so, I think people would still question it that way. Let's say you have a toothache. I hope that you don't. And also don't hope that you have car problems. You call your dentist and schedule, unless you own a car repair shop, then you want someone to have car problems? How does that work? That's interesting. That's a conundrum right there. You call your dentist and schedule a visit. I can say visit. They take a look-see and say you have a cavity. Oh no. Your insurance will cover $200 of the 1,000 bones procedure. Ooh, bones are good use of words there. The $1,000 procedure. And it'll take 3 hours to perform. With this answer, you have 2 pain points: the additional cost and the time commitment. There are several creative ways that you can gather the information you need, including a Facebook poll, surveys sent out to your existing following through a contact us link, by analyzing the data from the content people consume, or by simply picking up the phone and engaging in a conversation. Picking up the phone goes a long way, folks, a long way. In a later chapter, you'll learn about the 50-10 challenge, a creative challenge and way to engage with several prospects over their pain points. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. Not my favorite, but it's one of them. It's a great thing. If you've made it to this step, you're in good shape. You have gotten their attention. They've given you some information about themselves. You have identified a problem or hole they need fixed, and you're another step closer to converting them at the end of your funnel. It's time to make the sale. Wow. So exciting. Roadmap. Number 1, determine what your prospects' pain points are by asking them, yo, what's keeping you up at night? You can say yo or not if you want. Ask them to rank it 1 through 4. Number 2, create 3 strategies to learn about your prospects. Example, a contact us form on your website. That's it for chapter 9. And what comes after 9? 10. Here we go.